On today's video, we're going to be taking a look at my new office space and why a 43-inch 4K TV has changed my entire setup. So over the last 2 years, I haven't really had my own office space. I've had different studio spaces with, a desk next to all my other workers, but I never had my own office that would allow me to focus on my work and get rid of distractions. But that changed. I took the old podcast/radio room that I built a couple months back that wasn't being utilized, and now it is actually my office space. So you enter my office through a sliding glass door, which I absolutely love. The sliding glass door just allows me to see out to some other portions of the studio. It makes this room feel like it's not really small and only 80 square feet. It also lets in light. Absolutely love it. But when you do walk in, to the left hand side, you're gonna see the futon/couch. This definitely does need to get replaced. It was like $100 from Walmart. It's not that comfortable, not that great. It's kind of tearing up the back wall, but it's fine for right now. Above the couch though is an old TV. I'm not even sure what it is. Just a 1080p TV. Not really utilizing it too much. It used to have a Chromecast connected to it so I could stream movies, videos, whatever to it, but it's a little bit underused. Same thing with the speakers on each side. They've actually never been plugged in. I just hung them up and I had the anticipation to get them plugged in, but that never happened. Above the TV though is a softbox, and this softbox just adds more light into the room, which is very important when I'm filming. Backing up though, when you walk into the office, right in front of you is a desk from Target. It was like $120, $130. It's a little bit on the cheaper side, but it's kind of a project desk. It has my Asus MX279H 27-inch 1920 by 1080p monitor. There's not a computer that's always connected to it. It's just if I bring a desktop or a laptop in or a Raspberry Pi that needs a monitor, I can just plug it in and it doesn't affect the rest of my setup. I did have my MacBook setup on this desk, but that has since changed and you'll see that shortly. Also next to the monitor are a pair of iLoud micro monitors. These are studio monitors that are fantastic for video editing. I absolutely love them. They sound phenomenal and they do get relatively loud. Moving right along though, there are drawers on this desk, and if you open them, it's just a plethora of hard drives. Yes, I definitely need to work on my hard drive system, but this is kind of how I have everything archived at the moment. To the right of the desk is just a filing cabinet with company files, so on and so forth. But on top of the filing cabinet is where I typically keep hard drive docks, other hard drives, so it's not the greatest setup here, but it's what's going on right now. Now moving to the right of the room is my massive desk setup. And okay, so a little bit backstory on the desk. This desk, I bought all the wood from Home Depot, put it all together. This used to be the radio/podcast desk, and it was designed so that you could stand at it or you could sit at it with bar stools. So that's exactly what I'm using, and I do love the flexibility. Now, do I wish I had an official up desk? Of course. But this I already had, and it's doing me very well at the moment. Anyway, diving into what's on the desk, everyone notices it right away. It's my 43-inch TCL 43S425 4K TV. This is what I actually use for my main computer. It's fantastic for video editing, for gaming. I love the fact that it's 4K. I have just so much real estate, and the colors, saturation, brightness are not bad for a $250 panel. However, I do love multiple monitors, and I actually did have two TCL panels side by side, but I didn't really like that setup. These TCL panels don't have the greatest viewing experience, especially when you're so close to them. So I actually got two 21.5-inch HP 1080p monitors, which both go on either side of the TCL panel. These HP monitors retail for about $100 on Amazon. I actually have a lot of them, so I decided to put them side by side, and they actually work really well. They're not perfect. They are a little bit taller than the TCL monitors, so a little bit of adjusting to do in the future. But another thing to mention is what they're sitting on. Both these HP monitors are sitting on 2 studio monitors from Yamaha. I have no idea what these are. I picked them up at a garage sale years back, and I've since replaced the drivers in them, so I'm not even sure if there's any original parts in any of these monitors anymore, but they definitely sound really good for what I need them for, which really is just listening to music, movies. I don't really do too much editing on them, though I could if I wanted to. Anyway, underneath the TCL TV are a couple remotes for the lights in the room as well as the TV itself. I have a Samsung wireless charger for my iPhone. I know, I just took the charger from my brother. He had a Samsung before, didn't need it anymore. Whatever. Also, I have a 3D printed business card holder and then a 3D printed little pen cup, which I do need to get replaced. Moving on though to something a little bit more fun, the keyboard and mouse on the desk. So I used to always be a massive fan of Apple's wireless keyboards, and I do like them, but I really was getting the itch to get a mechanical keyboard. And I found this at Best Buy. It's a Logitech G513. It's an RGB backlit mechanical keyboard. I absolutely love it. It's a phenomenal keyboard. I love the feel of the mechanics. It's super responsive. Just fantastic. I also have a Logitech mouse. This is the G602 wireless mouse. I'll be honest, I do plan to probably replace this with a wired mouse because I don't really need wireless peripherals at this desk, though this mouse definitely does suit my purpose for right now. I also don't use any of the custom buttons on it. Now, to the left of my keyboard and mouse is my 2018 MacBook Pro. This is a new addition to my laptop family. I actually got rid of my 2014 MacBook Pro. It just started to show its age. So this 2018 MacBook Pro 15-inch has been phenomenal. Now you'll realize this is not my main machine though. I do use my MacBook Pro for the majority of my video editing. I'm always traveling with it, but I absolutely love to have a official computer that stays in my studio in case I ever need to remote in to connect to a local hard drive or whatever the case may be. Also, God forbid, my MacBook Pro went in for service. I'd be out of a computer if I didn't have this setup. So I was trying to add 2 computers to the desk, and this is currently what I have. So actually, in terms of the main computer at this desk, it is a little bit dated. This is a custom built computer I made, I think, back in 2014, and it's still rocking strong. It has an Asus Z87 Pro LGA 1150 motherboard. The CPU is an i5-4670K, so definitely a little bit dated, though I did recently put a new GPU in it. It's the Sapphire RX 580, which I'm actually been pretty happy with thus far. Yeah, there are some things that I do like about NVIDIA, but Team Red's doing alright. So really, that's the majority of what's in this office space. Yeah, sure, on the right-hand side of the desk is a 4-channel Behringer mixer connected to my Audio-Technica AT2020. There also is a whiteboard in case I want to ever jot down ideas. I have a little hook for a bag in case I want to throw my iPad and pens and papers in it when I'm meeting clients. Oh, and then we don't want to forget about the Animobis that are hanging up on the wall. But really, that is the setup. It's been a process getting this all set up, figuring out how I want things to be set up and whatnot. And it's gonna change. This is not gonna be its permanent setup. There are a plethora of wires on the floor that are atrocious, but I don't want to spend too much time with all my cable management when I know things are probably going to change in the foreseeable future. What's not changing though is actually this 4K TV. Absolutely love having this big TV. When I was setting up this setup initially, any monitor I put on this desk, like a 27-inch monitor, just looked way too small, like obnoxiously small. And that's not to say a 27-inch monitor is just too small. It's about perspective. And it just didn't match up with this desk. And I will have to say, with my photo editing, video editing, and gaming, 4K, it's been very nice. Now, I probably will have to get a new GPU, even though my Sapphire RX 580 is on the newer side. It doesn't do the greatest in 4K gaming, but right now it's been fine for my needs, so I'm not going to complain about it right now. But guys, what do you think about this setup? Do you have any questions about the setup? If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one.